Oh, my bad. It's Ucannon the boss. You already know, boss. The game fucked up, man. All the way fucked up. Take a real nigga like me to say, man. Real though.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Cannon the Boss, and I'm back with another review. And today I'm reacting to Kamala Harris speaking for the first time since Biden announced he was ending the re-election bid. So with further ado, man, let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Cannon the Boss.
Special report. I'm Tony DeCopel in New York. We are coming on the air as Vice President Kamala Harris is delivering remarks at the White House. This is an event that we are taking because these are her first public remarks following President Biden's announcement that he will not seek re-election in this campaign, and he has endorsed Harris for the Democratic presidential ticket. Now let's listen to what Harris said just a few moments ago from the South Lawn.
Members of Congress, members of our administration, and our extraordinary athletes. Our president, Joe Biden, wanted to be here today. He is feeling much better and recovering fast, and he looks forward to getting back on the road. And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched.
First of all, chat, let me just say it like this. I do not like Kamala Harris. I don't like none of the regulations and laws that she's trying to impose on the United States citizens. I don't really respect nothing that she got going. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I really hope that they really, they get this figured out to where they make these people lose, man, because I'm really against Joe Biden and Kamala, especially from hearing what they trying to do. It's just crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I want to listen further in what she got to say, but I really ain't interested in it. She's speaking bullshit.
Unmatched in modern history. In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap.
She just shut the fuck up.
In one term, he has already surpassed the legacy of most presidents who have served 2 terms in office. And I first came to know President Biden through his son, Beau. We worked together as attorneys general.
Fuck Beau. Nobody give a fuck. Where Beau at now, huh? Huh? Where Beau at now? Bring it up, Beau. Fuck Beau. Beau ain't got his ass right there and then representing his father. Fuck Beau. Beau, fuck you.
General in our states. And back then, Beau would often tell me stories about his dad. He would talk about the kind of father and the kind of man.
Probably tell you how long it take him to get to the car. Slow ass nigga.
That Joe Biden is. The qualities that Beau revered in his father are the same qualities that I have seen every day in our president. His honesty, his integrity, his commitment to his faith and his family, his big heart, and his love, deep love of our country.
He might got a big heart. I don't know how big it is, how long it take him to get up on that stage with his slow ass. He might be on the verge of having a heart attack.
And I am firsthand witness that every day our President Joe Biden fights for the American people, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation. And so with that,
on behalf
of our
CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes. Nancy, we should let our viewers know, you could see over the Vice President's shoulder there a Colorado ski team.
I'm trying to figure out, what is she just basically speaking on Biden's behalf? Like, what the fuck the story with Beau got to do with this shit? Why you bring up Beau? Fuck Beau. Fuck Beau.
T-shirt. This is an NCAA student-athlete event, an event for champions. We would not normally take this event, but these are not normal times. Her first remarks since being endorsed by Joe Biden as the next president if the country will have her. What did you make of the vice president's initial remarks?
It's a real passing of the torch moment here on the White House South Lawn, Tony. That's for sure. This is an event that the president
Should have passed it to Bo. Bo probably got a better chance than Biden.
himself was supposed to be headlining. It is being led instead by the vice president, not because she is now the presumptive nominee, but because the president has COVID and is in isolation in Delaware as he recovered. So she agreed a few days ago to take over here. And obviously the elephant in the room is that yesterday the president announced that he would step aside, that he would not seek his party's nomination. He endorsed her. And so it was impossible for her to allow this moment pass, which, as you point out, doesn't have much to do with politics. It's about NCAA athletes, male and female, who were victorious over the past year. But she, without campaigning, made some very generous remarks about the president. Now, as far as campaigning goes, we did just learn that she is headed to Wilmington, Delaware, to campaign headquarters.
If it got nothing to do with Biden and it got something to do with the NCAA corporation, and you're talking about all the accomplishments for the people in sports, well, what the fuck are you talking about Biden and Bo for? Fuck Bo and Biden. What was he? Was he an athlete back in high school or something? He got no real records or nothing. Fuck Bo.
Headquarters this afternoon. No longer Biden-Harris campaign headquarters, but Harris campaign headquarters. She's going to meet with all of her campaign staffers there and urge them to hit the ground running now with just 105 days to go. We also just learned, because the developments are coming fast and furious, that Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has agreed to be one of her campaign co-chairs, Tony.
Nancy Cordes for us on the South Lawn of the White House. Nancy, thank you very much. Let's bring in senior White House and political correspondent Ed.
Look, this is all I'm saying, chat. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but me personally, I'm rolling the dice more on with Trump and JD Vance. I really we see how it went when we had Hillary as the vice president. Shit didn't go right at all. We fell into debt. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of shit going on, a lot of problems. The economy was just really fucked up. It was hard for the American citizens. That's what is important, is what the key factor that we have to realize here. You know what I'm saying? Now having Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, I don't think they are really going to really pay attention to the American citizens. I think they're focused on like tax cutoffs and stuff like that for the higher upper class. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about the lower class people and trying to take away health care and retroactive Medicaid and stuff like that. So it's a lot of other factors that we got to look at. So yeah, man, I don't know what to say about it.
O'Keefe, who is in Delaware, not far from the president's beach house. Ed, we just saw that the young people on the South Lawn, maybe the phones lifted a little higher, maybe the cheers a little louder. Democrats definitely wanted to excite young voters with this switch on the ticket, or attempted switch on the ticket. What do we know about this move now of the vice president heading to Delaware, where you are?
Let me know in the comments, man. Who you going with, man? Donald Trump or Joe Biden? We got to understand, man, with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? They're focused on the upper class people. They want to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. But when you're dealing with Donald Trump, which is let's just not talk about politics and with presidents right now. Let's just speak on business. With business wise, he's shown a lot of substantial history on helping lower class people develop businesses. Not only white people, black people. You know what I'm saying? JD Vance comes from Cleveland, Ohio, and he comes from a lower urban community. So he already coming in saying that he's all for the lower class. He's trying to make America great again in the right way. So I don't see why y'all should be against that. A lot of people are throwing shade on them, but they're not really, digging deep into, the situation. You're just looking at sides. You guys are just Republican, Democrat, really it's more to that, you know. So like I said, man, I would rather take my chances on people that are more familiar with it than Joe Biden. Old, he don't know nothing. Kamala Harris is, you barely was holding on as what you was doing here in California with Galvin Newsom and shit like that. So Come on now, you know what I'm saying? You got all these people locked up for all these drug offenses, you know what I'm saying? And now that weed is legalized, you still got these people that's still in jail, that's been there for 20 some odd years that's still on drug offenses. You guys still ain't talking about that. You were supposed to release 60 some thousand inmates by 2023, and it's still not happening. So I don't want you, and you guys complain about county jails being overpopulated. You know what I'm saying? You guys are continuously having the feds come in there and fed kick people and just overstep you guys. You know what I'm saying? The state is looking bad right now. The state is looking bad right now. So I'm not trying to go with people that's been having my state fucked up. Galvin Newsom and Kamala Harris been fucking shit up in here since they been here. So that's what I'm not going with. Let me know in the chat, who y'all going with, man.
Yeah, that was a fortuitous backdrop for her at a time when the party's eager to win back college-age voters. There she was with some college students herself. At this hour, Tony, she's got roughly a third of the 1,900 or so delegates that are going to be required to secure the Democratic nomination. And that's because a handful of states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, New Hampshire, and we anticipate Florida by the end of this morning, are all saying that they plan to vote for her when the convention is held, whenever a roll call vote is held among the states. So she's on her way.
What? Fuck no. You telling me that you got more people that's willing to vote for Kamala Harris in Florida than Donald Trump? That's a motherfucking lie. Well, okay, so let's do this here. Let's do this here. Let's do this, chat. Close your eyes. If you travel and you go around, you're always on the freeway. How many signs have you seen that said Kamala Harris for president? Come on, man. You see Donald Trump fucking flags everywhere, man. From here to all the way to fucking Florida, New York, and wherever else you want to fucking pinpoint. North Carolina, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This motherfucker sitting up here lying, talking about she got a third of the votes from Florida. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see Kamala Harris having that many people wanting to go with her. I just don't see it.
Way to getting what she needs. And in addition to the Michigan Governor, Gretchen Whitmer, staying with the campaign as a co-chair, we heard, for example, from the Illinois Governor, J.B. Pritzker, this morning, who had been a holdout, who was seen as someone who might be interested in running, were there to be a more competitive race, and someone who's very close to some of the party's biggest donors. But he, too, now says he's with her at this point. So that trip to Wilmington is designed to buck up the troops, probably have a few high-level meetings with senior staffers about what exactly to anticipate in the coming days, and start the process of thinking about a running mate. As for the president, he's expected to get his...
This shit is crazy, man. I don't know what to think about this. The endorsements, what does endorsements mean? That don't matter because she got endorsements behind her. That's just like a reference when you going to get a job. They don't give a fuck about that. That's just required to be there just for the participation. Those people in the background don't mean shit. They already done had their time. Bill Clinton ain't been president since what, 1999? Come on, man. You can't keep putting up these people like they key factors in this election. They're not. They're old and drained out, just like Biden.
His daily security briefing here at his Rehoboth Beach home. We have not seen him since Wednesday when he arrived here with his COVID-19 diagnosis. The doctors have said he is improving. There is a possibility that he might at some point try to venture out if he's feeling healthier. It is a windier and overcast day here on the beach, but for now we wait to hear from the president, who has said he plans to address the nation later this week. Tony?
Yeah, we do. And Ed, as you note, those governors coming forward endorsing Kamala Harris, that reduces the likelihood of some sort of a mini primary, as some people had been hoping for, calling for. But it does not knock them out of the potential running as a VP candidate. We'll find out if they're interested as well in the days ahead. Ed, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Our coverage will continue on CBS News 24/7, your local news, and tonight on the CBS.
Like I said, man, I already done gave my opinion on this election, man. We got 105 days left, so we will be getting into more things as we go on into it. But just let me know in the chat, man, how y'all feel about Kamala Harris, man, coming and speaking on Joe Biden's behalf. It's your boy Ucannon the Boss, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Digging deep in my bones, an archaeologist. Too much thoughts in my mind, a neurologist. Knowledge hella separated like three